Hello, welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach, and today we're talking about New Year's resolutions. Specifically, if you feel like you're already failing your New Year's resolutions a little over a month in, today's video is perfect for you. We're going to talk about why this is normal and what you can do to combat that feeling of failure when it comes to the resolutions that you set for the new year. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, because I upload new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Down in the description box, you will find nutrition coaching where I offer personalized to you macros and calories, as well as one-on-one coaching if you would like to chat with me directly. Links and discounts to my favorite healthy things are also down in that description box. So let's talk all about failing those New Year's resolutions. Sudden extreme changes to your diet or sudden extreme changes to your lifestyle overall can really automatically set you up for failure. I always say it's better to take baby steps into things than trying to make these drastic sudden changes immediately. Here's some fun facts for you. Studies suggest that making sudden extreme changes to your diet often isn't sustainable. According to research, people are more likely to give up on their goals if they feel too challenged. Experts agree that extreme, abrupt changes can be challenging both mentally and physically, and focusing on tiny improvements can make daily is the key. For a lot of people, New Year's resolutions is the overhaul of all the bad habits from the previous year. But what we do is we go in feet first, gung-ho, and we want to change everything. The foods that we're eating, how much exercise we're doing, drinking our water, lifestyle changes, quitting smoking, quitting drinking, whatever the case may be, we go in both feet first, and that's how we automatically set ourselves up for failure. It can be really tempting to take things to the extreme in the new year. One of the things we like to take to extreme are diets. We are always looking for the fast fix. That is human nature, but unfortunately, if all of these fast fix diets worked, nobody would be overweight. And we know that the majority of the population is overweight. We are more likely to give up on things that feel too challenging. Now, there's nothing wrong with challenging yourself a little bit, but if we set too lofty of goals that really we can't obtain in a decent amount of time, that's when we give up. And that's why people quit their New Year's resolutions 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, or two into the new year. I want to talk about how sudden extreme diet changes can affect your body. Sasha Parkin, a nutritional therapist with Wild Nutrition, shared this interesting bit of information. If you were to sign up to run a marathon, you wouldn't expect your body to be able to complete it the day after you signed up. Making massive dietary overhauls is a little like this. It is hugely demanding on the body, and when it doesn't work out, which research shows is often the case, it's extremely demotivating. Besides motivation, there's some physical things that can happen when we try to make changes too fast. Kind of like this scenario of, I'm gonna run a marathon and then you're gonna go run 26 miles tomorrow. Chances are, number one, you're not gonna finish the 26 miles, and if you do, you're gonna be hurting the next day. Some of the issues that we can see when we drastically change our diet are issues resulting in blood sugar increases or decreases, feeling fatigued, the spiking of the stress hormone cortisol. And when cortisol spikes, that tells our body to hold on to fat, which we definitely don't want, especially if diet changes and weight loss is our goal for the new year. Dieting over the long term can really have a lot of health consequences. One of the things that it can really affect is your ghrelin and leptin, which are your hunger hormones. When we restrict too many calories, it can affect these in a negative way. And that's why restricting and elimination leads to binging. And when we do this over and over again, yo-yo dieting, starting one diet, stopping one diet, it can really make it hard in the long term to lose weight and keep it off. They can also have a big negative effect on your mental health. Again, when we tell ourselves we can't have something, we typically want it more. Again, human nature. Also, we feel the intense urge to eat, and we preoccupy a lot of our thoughts with food. And food is for fuel. Food is not something that should make up our entire day. Our whole day shouldn't be focused on our next meal or what snack or food we're going to have. And when we diet, this takes over a lot of our mental capacity. We also start talking about personal failure, self-criticism, and guilt if our scale's not moving in the right direction. All of these things and these quick changes to your diet in the new year can have a lot of negative mental health side effects as well. Reality is small changes over time is what is best. Baby steps. It comes down to instant gratification. Another thing us as human beings really strive for, and that is getting instant gratification. So if we set a New Year's resolution to lose 100 pounds, knowing that it could potentially take that whole year or more to lose that 100 pounds, what keeps us motivated? And what gives us the instant gratification that we as human beings need? Absolutely nothing. And this is when we throw in the towel for the New Year's resolutions. So instead of that, how about setting smaller goals like 10 pounds or 5% of your body weight? Or what I like to do is set a goal to get into the next weight decade, 200 pounds, 190 pounds, 180 pounds, etc. Making these small goals makes it a more enjoyable process and also helps keep you motivated so that you're not giving up on your New Year's resolutions. And you have to remember, it takes time to build a new habit, kind of back to the marathon. If you want to run a marathon, great, but you're going to have to train for that little by little by little until you are in the habit of running 26 miles on a regular basis to compete that marathon in a healthy way that isn't going to do potential permanent damage to your body. It can take anywhere from 18 to 254 days for something to become automatic or a habit. The whole it takes 21 days to build a habit, that's a myth. It is individual. Like I said, 18 to 254 days. Small changes require less willpower to sustain. And I'm a coach. I'm a weight loss and nutrition coach. And I hear from my clients a lot that they lack willpower. Well, if you're setting these huge goals and you lack willpower, you're never going to get there. Set small goals, which keeps you motivated and keeps your willpower going. So how do you slowly change your diet? And how do you actually stick with your New Year's resolutions? Make one change at a time. Shoot, even take a meal by meal approach. If your goal for the new year was to eat less processed foods, how about taking that day by day or meal by meal? Maybe you don't eat processed foods as part of your breakfast every day, and then you work up towards your lunch and your dinner and really work towards those goals. Focusing on tiny behaviors that you can do daily leads to overall healthy habits that are sustainable for the long term. And again, you stay motivated and your willpower stays in place. Once all of these changes become automatic, so if your goal again was less processed food and now you're only eating maybe 1 or 2 processed snacks per day, now it's time to implement another change. Again, take baby steps. Maybe next you want to work on your water. You want to increase to a gallon of water every day. If you would have set out in the beginning and said, I'm stopping eating processed foods, drinking a gallon of water, chances are slim that you would have stuck with it. But once you have the processed food under control, then you move on to the next goal. And remember, perfection is not the goal. Do not take the all or nothing approach. Again, you're just setting yourself up for failure. You're not going to be perfect. There are days you're going to eat more processed foods. There are days you're not going to drink a gallon of water or do your exercise or follow a low carb diet. There are days that you are going to make mistakes. We are human beings and life happens. Consistency over perfection is the key. You can make positive changes with less effort, and this less effort means that there's a high likelihood that you're going to stick with whatever resolution that you set for yourself for the new year. Remember, baby steps is the key for overall physical health and mental health while we're working on our New Year's resolutions. So let me know down in the comments, what was your New Year's resolution and are you sticking with it, or has this video helped you kind of rethink that and maybe take smaller baby steps approach to that New Year's resolution? So let me know everything down in the comments. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, because I upload new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. And down in the description box, I will link nutrition coaching. I'm happy to help you navigate your New Year's resolutions and your health goals, as well as links and discounts to my favorite healthy things. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.